Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Gracie. How are you?
Hi. And you?
Good, good. Thanks for asking. We also have Azalia Portillo, Ricardo Peña, Edgar Munoz, and
Good morning.
Good morning.
good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Kenya. Good
Morning.
morning, Elida.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's see who else. Alfonso. Good morning, Alfonso.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning.
Good morning, Oscar. Let's see who else. Jorge, good morning. Kenya, good morning. Monica, good morning.
Morning, teacher.
And I just want to check something because I was texting Jorge Carranza, I guess. You were having problem with Schoology, you were saying.
Yeah, teacher.
So what you need,
I need the school or the code post.
but why if you said that you enrolled already for the class in
I don't know
Zoom?
because when I log in, when I want to log in, I put in the my username and the password,
Mhm.
but I need the school or postal code.
Postal code.
Yeah,
But
I will send you the image. Can you see that? Let me see.
okay, can you project it?
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. One more. Oh,
Because I'm checking right now and you are not in the list for Schoology.
uh,
So what you need to do is to enroll in the class using the code that I sent to the WhatsApp group like on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not pretty sure which.
yeah. Yeah, but I put in that code in the subscription, but I don't know. But yesterday you you sent me if I be in the psychology, but I don't know. If you want, I subscribe again.
Just let me double check it. I will send you the code again and try to enter with that code. You have to go where it says join a class. Join a class and you introduce that code.
Okay, if you want, I subscribe again.
Okay, good. Okay, this is the attendance for today. Good morning for the other ones that joined just some minutes ago. First one, Catalina, here. Kenya,
Present.
So chill. Here. No. Okay, next one, Jorge. Oh, you're
Present.
here. Okay, Jorge is there. Grecia,
Present, teacher.
Rebecca,
Present.
Elida,
Presente.
Rigoberto, Rigoberto. No. Okay, Alfonso. Someone has the microphone on. Alfonso,
Present. Present.
Douglas, Douglas. Alguien tiene el micrófono encendido. Carla, Carla.
Present. Present.
Joana,
Present.
good. Gerson, Gerson. No. Edgar, Oscar,
Present.
Here, teacher.
Ricardo,
Present.
Azalia,
Present.
Allison,
I'm here.
good. And the last one, Monica.
Present.
Good. So that is the attendance, and we are going to start right now. And if you remember, I asked you yesterday to take notes about your classmates. When you were working together, I asked you to take notes about your classmate because they were describing your routines. So they described the routines and you had to take notes. Ellos les decían sus rutinas y ustedes tenían que tomar nota de eso, ¿sí? Entonces eso fue al final de la clase. Now I just want to hear what you got from your classmates. So let's start with Grecia. Tell me about your classmates.
My classmate is Kenya. Kenya goes out with her family. Kenya goes supermarket. Y Kenya watches TV.
Perfect. So Kenya goes out with her family. Kenya goes to the supermarket and Kenya watches TV. Good. So those are some activities that Kenya does when she is at home. Good, thank you. Elida?
I work with Azalia. Um, she works from Monday to Saturday. I start to work at 1 p.m. at 8 p.m. and answer
From
calls.
1 from 8.
Come
From 1 to 8.
from 1 p.m. at 8 p.m.
2.
and answer calls, attend customers, and her day off is Sunday.
Good, good. From 1 to 8. Acuérdese que ahí usted ocuparía at nada más cuando tiene una hora en específica. Una hora. En este caso no tiene una hora específica, sino que tiene un rango. Entonces sería de las 8, de la 1 a las 8, perdón. Entonces, from 1 to 4. From 1 to 4, or from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Ya no ocuparía at, porque no tiene solo una hora, sino que es un rango de tal hora a tal hora. Yes? Good, Elida. Edgar Murcia.
I work with Jorge. He work in Apple and he attends so many clients all the day. And when he end the work, when he goes to her house,
He's
take a shower, his house, and take a shower at night before sleeping.
okay, so he takes a shower at night before sleeping. Good. Joanna?
Okay, Oscar. Okay, Oscar calls cleans. Uh, Also, he sends emails. Oscar watches TV, and he goes the short on Sunday. That's it.
He goes to church.
Goes.
Okay, good. He goes to church. And the pronunciation, clients. Clients or customers.
Okay.
Good. Thank you, Joanna. Carla?
Mónica. Quiero ver. She grabbed 5:15 a.m. She take a shower. She take class from 6 to 8 a.m. She breakfast. Quiero ver. She work
Works.
from 8 perdón, 8 no, ay, no sé. Media, 8:30 es 8 a half
Or 8:30.
a.m. to 4 p.m. No sé, quiero ver. Ay, no. Quiero ver después sería she go to bed. Quiero ver. El 11 p.m. Eso.
Goes to bed at 11 p.m. She goes to bed at 11 p.m.
She go to bed 11 p.m.
Good. Ok, Carla, solamente recuerde ponerle la S, porque me está hablando de otra persona. No eres tú ni yo, sino que alguien más. Entonces, cuando está hablando de alguien más, que sea un hombre o una mujer o una cosa, es de ponerle la S al verbo. Esa S en el verbo no significa que sea plural, ¿verdad? Sino que significa nada más que es una tercera persona. No eres tú ni yo, sino que alguien más, ¿sí? Entonces esa S va a indicar eso, que es una tercera persona, un hombre, una mujer o una cosa. Entonces, en todo lo que diga sobre esa persona, poner una S. Si me quiere decir de Mónica, entonces she works, she goes, she plays, she visits, she studies, she watches. Si me quiere hablar de Oscar, lo mismo. Oscar goes, he plays, he studies, he visits. Si me quiere hablar de Elida, lo mismo. Elida works, Elida studies. Si me quiere hablar de Ricardo, lo mismo. Ricardo goes, Ricardo plays. Si me quiere hablar de su perrito, lo mismo. My dog eats, my dog runs. ¿Sí? Si me quiere hablar de Kenia y Allison, ahí ya no. ¿Por qué ya no? Porque la S nada más se ocupa cuando va a hablar de una persona, ya no de dos, o de tres, o de cuatro, ahí sí ya no. La S en el verbo nada más se ocupa para una persona que sea un hombre, una mujer o una cosa. Yes? Okay, next one, Kenia.
Okay, my co-partner was Grecia. She watches TV on weekend and cooks. She's a content. She works at UCA University.
Good, good. She's an accountant. Good. Allison.
Okay. Daily routine about Rebecca is she wakes up 5 a.m. and she prepares her coffee and then she takes her classes. And after she cleans her house, and then she she has she has lunch, and then she works, and after she takes calls, and then she takes emails. And she told me that she cooks dinner, and then she watches videos on YouTube, and then she plays with her pets.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Next person, Ricardo Peña.
Good morning. I talk about Harrison routine on weekends. Harrison works on Saturday morning. In the afternoon, he plays soccer in Cafetalon with her friends. Then he goes some bar, and on Sunday, he wakes up so late because he doesn't work. He watches series and listens to music. Only that, teacher.
Good, 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 Ricardo. Next one, Monica.
I work with Carla. She wakes up at 5 a.m. She takes a class at 6 a.m. She starts work. She starts work at 11 a.m. She finishes work at 8 p.m. She has a dinner at 8:30 p.m. and she goes to bed at 10:30 p.m.
Good job. Thank you, Monica. Azalia.
Okay. My classmate is Ana Elida, and she works from Sunday to Friday, and Saturday is her day off. And she studies in English every morning from Monday to Friday. Only that.
Good job. Thank you, Azalia. Next one, Jorge.
Are you talking about with the routine of Edgar Murcia? Uh, he he wake up to let's say at 6 o'clock, and he works to attend clients in the whole day between Monday to Friday. And when he go to the house, take a shower, he takes a shower, and then he go to the bed.
Good. Thank you, Jorge. He wakes up. Wakes
Uh,
up.
wait, okay.
Good. Next one, Rebecca.
My partner was Alison. She wakes up uh, in the past. She wakes up 8 p.m. and she takes a breakfast, and she brushes her teeth, and she takes a bus, and you work, and her work. uh, she takes calls, and she has two dogs. I only remember one name is Canela, the other name I don't remember.
Okay, good, good,
Only that.
good. Thank you, Rebecca. Now, only one thing. Eso todavía no lo han visto, ¿verdad? Pero when you say in the past, ella se levantó, is she woke up. She woke up. So this is in the past, but good. Oscar?
My partner is Joanna. She calls Klein. She watches Netflix. She sometimes goes to the beach. She listens music.
Good, thank you, Oscar. So no one else is missing? Well, Alfonso was not in class yesterday, but the rest of you? Who's missing? ¿Quién falta? Who's missing? No one? No. Okay, good. So all the things that you were saying were perfect. You were exactly giving me information about your classmates. You were using the S in the verb, and that is the correct way that you do it. She goes, she watches, she plays, she visits, she eats, she drinks, and like that. So you always use that S in the verb, always, because you're describing a routine that another person has. Yes? And this is what we are going to study today. Well, we are not going to study, we are going to review it because you already know it. You showed it to me some seconds ago. So here we have a conversation between Sonia and Matt. Sonia and Matt. I'm going to read it for you. You take notes about the words that you don't know, and then one of you is going to be Sonia and the other one is going to be Matt. So Sonia says, what does Dominic do? Well, she's a secretary. Oh, I see. What does she do every day exactly? Oh, I see your point. Well, she types reports and sends emails every day. She's a hard-working woman. Absolutely. Does she arrive early? Yeah, she's the first person to arrive in the office. She is the first person to arrive in the office. Now, questions about vocabulary in this conversation?
I have one.
Yes?
When you say absolutely, what do you
Absolutely,
absolutely?
absolutamente, absolutely,
What?
absolutamente, or definitivamente. Absolutely. It's like definitely.
Okay. And how working?
Hard working is like trabajador,
Dedicado?
alguien que trabaja,
Como
trabaja
arduamente,
duro,
arduamente, ajá,
¿no?
Arduamente. Okay. Okay.
Laborioso,
Oh,
laborioso.
laborioso could be a good word, laborioso.
okay. Thanks.
Person who likes to work hard. Good.
Como
Another
trabaja
one?
duro.
Sí, una persona que trabaja duro, laboriosa, trabajadora, hardworking, alguien que trabaja duro. Another one? No? Okay, so now let's see. Edgar is gonna be Matt and Rebecca is gonna be Sonia. So let's listen to them.
I'm Sonia.
Yes?
Okay. What does Dominic do?
Well, she's a secretary.
Oh, I see. What does she do every day exactly?
Oh, I see your point. Well, she types reports and sends emails every day. She's a hardworking woman.
Absolutely. Does she arrive early?
Yeah, she is the first person to arrive in the office.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Next one, Jorge is gonna be Matt and Grace is gonna be Sonia.
What does Dominic do?
Well, she's a secretary.
Oh, I see. What does she do every day exactly?
Oh, I see your point. Well, she types report and sends emails every day. She's a hardworking woman.
Absolutely. Does she arrive early?
Yeah, she is the first person to arrive in the office.
Good, thank you. The pronunciation is arrive, arrive. Does she arrive early? And then, yeah, she's the first person to arrive in the office. Good. Thank you. Let's see next one. Monica, you're gonna be Sonia, and Ricardo Peña, you're gonna be Matt. So let's listen to them.
What does Dominic do?
Well, she is a secretary.
Oh, I see. What does she do every day exactly?
Oh, I see your point. Well, she types report and sends emails every day. She's a hardworking woman.
Absolutely. Does she arrive early?
Yeah, she is a first person to arrive in the office.
Good job. Again, the pronunciation arrive, 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 arrive. Good. So now let's see. In the next part, you have to select the correct form of the verb according to the conversation that you have over there. So first person is gonna be Oscar. How do you say Oscar? She type or she types reports? Which one is correct?
Is she types reports.
Perfect. So you say she types reports. Next one, Carla. How do you say? Do she arrive late or does she arrive late? Carla?
Uh, Sería, does she arrive late?
Perfect, Carla. Perfect. Does she arrive late? And the last one is gonna be, let's see, Alfonso. Does she arrive early or does she arrives early?
She arrived early.
Perfect. Does she arrive early? So as you can see, you use the S only in the positive sentence. In the question, you don't use the S. And the reason is because you're using an auxiliary. So the S that you can see in the verb is only when you say he, she, or it. It's not necessary to see he, she, or it. You can also have a name. You can say, for example, Alfonso. Alfonso checks. Alfonso goes. Alfonso likes. And why do you use the S? Because Alfonso is he. You can say Carla. Carla checks. Carla goes. Carla likes. And why do you say Carla likes? Well, because Carla is she. You can say my computer checks. My computer. I don't know. My computer works. And what are you replacing when you say computer? It. Yes. So if you talk about a man, he, about a woman, she, or about an object, it, you need to use the s all the time. If you're talking about a routine, something that usually happens sometimes or never. Yes. Because never is also a routine because you never do it. So it's your routine too. Now, that S, I repeat it, is only when you talk about one person, one man, one woman, or one object. Then, if you say I, we, you, or they, you don't use the S. So you will never say I checks, you checks, mm-mm. They checks, mm-mm. You only say I check, we check, you check, they check. So in this case, They check, they go, and they like. Or you can say my coworkers, my neighbors, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, my siblings, my cousins, my parents, and like that, to make it plural. Yes, the employees, the supervisors, the secretaries, the receptionist, and like that. So if you are talking about people in plural, you don't use the s in the verb. The s in the verb is only when you talk about one person in singular, one boy, one girl, or one object. Now, when you ask questions, you use do or does. That is what you use. And you say do when the subject is I, we, you, or they. So, for example, you will say, do you work? Do we work? Do they work? But if you want to ask about a man, if you want to ask about a woman, or if you want to ask about an object, you need to use does. And you will say, does he check reports? Does she check reports? And something important is that you don't use the s in the verb. Why? You don't use the s because the s is in does. When you say does, you're using the s. So you don't need to add it to the verb. Yes? En las preguntas ya no va a agregarle la S, aunque sea un chico, una chica o una cosa. ¿Por qué no? Porque esa S ya la estamos ocupando cuando decimos dos. Ahí tienen ya una S. Entonces ya no la ocupamos en el verbo. Entonces ustedes se van a preocupar por la S nada más cuando ustedes van a dar información positiva sobre un chico, una chica o una cosa. Ahí se tienen que preocupar por la S. Now, sometimes you use only the s, like in the case of the verb check, checks. But in the case of go, you use es. Yes? Solamente se tienen que recordar que para la mayoría de verbos nada más es la s. Pero cuando el verbo termina con la letra o, que termina con ch, con sh, con x o con s, ustedes le tienen que agregar una e y una s. Por ejemplo, watch. I watch, normal. But if I say he watches. Es. Yes? I fix my car. He fixes his car. Le agregan la E y la S. ¿Por qué? Porque el verbo fix termina con X. Entonces les repito, cuando el verbo en el presente termine con la letra O, termine con S, termine con SH, con CH, con X o con S, entonces, ¿qué van a hacer ustedes? Le agregan una E y una S si ustedes van a hablar de he, de she o de it. Ya no le agregan nada más la S. Dicho de otra manera, no podrían decir, por ejemplo, nada más he fixed y ponerle la S. No se podría pronunciar he fixed. He fixed. No sale ni el sonido. Entonces, ¿qué se hace? Se le pone la E y la S. Y ahí, ¿cómo va a decir? He fixes. He fixes. Ahí sí ya se escucha. He fixes. Yes? And in the questions, you never use the S. Why not? Because you're using the auxiliaries. And the auxiliaries are do and does. Do and does. Does is for he, for she, and for it. And do is for I, for we, you, and they. And you always ask about routines. You always have routines when you say do or does, you always have routines. Now, questions about using the simple present, using the s for he, for she, or for it. As you can see in the conversation, we had the s in positive sentences. In the questions, we didn't use the s. In the exercises, as you can see, the s is only when you say he, she, or it. And for we, for you, and for they, we don't use the letter S. In the questions, you never use the S. Why? Because you have the auxiliary. And in negative, what do you use in negative? Well, for negative, you're going to use don't or doesn't. So don't would be for I, we, you, and they. And doesn't is gonna be for he, she, and it. So if you say, for example, ella no trabaja, she doesn't work, she doesn't work, she doesn't work. Entonces no le van a poner la S a work. ¿Por qué no? Porque ya tienen doesn't, ya tienen el auxiliar. Entonces, si ustedes se fijan, la S nada más es cuando ustedes van a decir algo positivo sobre la persona. Si ustedes van a hacer una pregunta, no se utiliza S. Se utiliza nada más el auxiliar. ¿Cuál es el auxiliar? Do para todos los sujetos, para I, we, you, they, a excepción de he, she, it. Y he, she, it se utilizaría con el auxiliar does en pregunta o doesn't en negativo. Entonces, si yo quiero decir ella no trabaja, she doesn't work. Si quiero decir que él no trabaja, he doesn't work. Mi computadora no funciona o mi computadora no trabaja. My computer doesn't work. Si ustedes quieren decir ellos no trabajan, ahí van a decir they don't work. Ya no van a decir doesn't. ¿Por qué no? Porque están diciendo ellos. Y el doesn't nada más es cuando hablan de un hombre, de una mujer o de una cosa. Yes? So you don't use the S when you say doesn't. You only say she doesn't work, she doesn't go, she doesn't check, and like that. So questions about it? No?
No.
Okay. So now let's complete these exercises. Here you have to complete the paragraph with the words that you have in the box. But you need to pay attention because you have to make sure to write them in the correct form. That means that you need to check the subject. If you need to use the S, add the letter S. If you don't need it, no problem. So what are the verbs that you're going to use? You will use call, you will use have, you will use check, wake up, work, and go. You have to use go 3 times. 3 times. Pueden utilizar go 3 veces. Por eso les aparece la X y la 3 ahí. Por 3. Yes? So, call, have, check, wake up, work, and go 3 times, supposedly. So we are going to confirm it. First person, Alfonso. How do you complete the first one? From Monday to Friday, Dominique at 5 a.m.
Wakes up.
Good. Dominic wakes up
Wakes.
at 5 a.m. Good. So this is the correct answer. Wakes up. ¿Por qué no le pongo la S después de up? Porque up es la preposición, pero el verbo principal es wake. Entonces en wake le voy a poner la S. Wakes up. No tendría que decir wake ups. Wake ups, wakes up. Lo mismo va a pasar con get up, gets up. Yes? Good. So I will give you 2 minutes to complete this exercise using the correct form of the verbs in this paragraph. So 2 minutes. You can start right. Well, Catalina is entering right now. Morning, Catalina. Catalina. Catalina Alvarado. Well, I think she can listen to me. Remember that the verb go, you can use it 3 times. You can repeat it 3 times. Okay, let's check the answers. So at the beginning, we were saying that we had from Monday to Friday, Dominique wakes up with the S in wake, wakes up at 5 a.m. Now we have she to work, and when she gets there, so this exercise is gonna be for, let's see,
Wake up.
for Azaria. Azalia.
Okay. She goes to work and she gets there.
Perfect. She goes to work, and when she gets there, continue, Monica. When she gets there,
She checks her emails and calls all the clients in her daily list.
perfect. She checks her email and calls all the clients in her daily list. Continue, let's see, Xochitl, Lisa, and Claudia.
Uh, let me see. I think it's she called to work and when she gets there.
No, we are right now in the next part where it says she checks her email and calls all the clients in her daily list. Now, Lisa,
Okay.
Claudia, do you have the answer? No? I guess.
No, teacher.
Okay. Kenya Arce, Lisa and Claudia,
Lisa and Claudia go with Dominique.
go or work?
Mm, work, work.
Exactly, work. So in that case, Lisa and Claudia work with Dominic. So in this case, you don't use the S because you're talking about two people, not about one. So Lisa and Claudia work with Dominic. Continue, Douglas.
They have to go lunch together at 4 p.m.
The verbs that you used are correct, but the order is not correct. Can you repeat it?
They they have to go.
No, no. Because if you say they have to go where?
They have to go lunch together.
No, because lunch is almuerzo.
They have to.
They
No.
they
They
go
got
to
They
go
go
they
to
to
got
work.
to
have
have
lunch.
lunch.
Oh, that's the answer. They go to have lunch together. Almorzar is have lunch or eat lunch. Yes. So they go to have lunch together at 4 p.m. Well, they go to have lunch together, not at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. is part of the next sentence. They go to have lunch together. Ellos van a almorzar juntos. They go to have lunch together. Have lunch, almorzar. Desayunar, have breakfast. Cenar, have dinner. Or eat. Eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner. Yes? Next one, and the last one. Let's see. Grecia. At 4 p.m., Dominic.
At 4 p.m., Dominic goes home.
Good. Dominic goes home. So you use the S over there. Thank you. So as you can see, it is pretty easy. The only thing that you have to do is to use the S in the verb. If it is a question, you use does or do, depending on the subject. And if it is negative, you say don't and doesn't. Right now, I'm going to play a video, and on this video, you have to identify some activities that people are describing, and they are using these structures that we have been checking. So pay attention to it and try to confirm the information that I'm telling you. When you say information about a person, you need to use the S. When you talk about a man, woman, or an object. If you say we, you, or they, or I, you don't use the S. If it is negative, don't and doesn't. If it is a question, do or does, but you never use the S. The S is only in positive. Now let's watch this video.
So, how's it going with Jack?
Not great. I mean, I like him a lot, but it's impossible. During the week, I have swimming practice on Mondays. I do taekwondo on Tuesdays and tennis on Thursdays.
Do you see him on Wednesdays then?
No, he watches black and white films at his cinema club on Wednesdays.
Yeah, and they're not just really old films, Alfie. They watch foreign ones with subtitles too.
Well, there's always the weekend. Do you go out together at the weekends?
That's just it. It's tricky. He works in the bookshop all day Saturday, and he goes out with his mates from the book club on Saturday evenings.
Whoa, book club. So he loves old films and books. Does he like sports?
Not really. He thinks chess is a sport. Well, he watches football on the telly sometimes, but he doesn't play any sports.
I think you're right. It's impossible.
Right, I'm late. See you later.
See you, Daisy.
Hi, love.
All right, Mum.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good trip.
Not bad, but Thailand's really hot at this time of year. I'm off to Chiang Mai tomorrow to do a 3-day trek. The train leaves at 5 in the morning. How's Daisy? Is she with you?
No, she has tennis on Thursdays.
Ah, of course. No problem. Listen, ask Daisy to phone me later, okay? The number of the hotel is on the fridge, and I'm in room 37.
All right, Mum. Speak later. Watch out for the snakes.
Thanks, Ollie. Bye, love. See you Sunday.
Is your mum in Thailand this week?
Yeah. Trekking in Chiang Mai for 3 days.
Wow. That beats going to college. Imagine. 3 days in the jungle. I can't imagine my mum doing that. Cool. Does she like walking?
No, not really. Only if it's to go shopping on the high street.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Okay, so as you could see, they were describing routines about other people. Yes, like you did it at the beginning of the class. At the beginning of the class, I asked you about your classmate, and you told me, "Oh, Kenya works. Kenya wakes up. Kenya watches." So you were telling me her routine. So same thing they were doing over here, describing routines. And you also checked things in negative. She doesn't, he doesn't, and like that. Yes? Now, what you're going to do is that you're going to interview your classmates. We are going to divide the rest of the hour in three parts. The first part, you're going to ask your classmates some questions. How are you going to ask your classmates? If you have the person in front, you say, do you? For example, let's say that I'm working with Joanna. Joanna is just in front of me because we are going to work in pairs. So we are going to work together. Joanna, I can ask you about your routine, whatever I want to know about your routine. Joanna, do you work on weekends?
Yes, I work on weekend.
Perfect. Yes, I work on weekends. Joanna, do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I don't actually.
I don't smoke cigarettes. Good. Joanna, do you take a shower every day?
Yes, I take a shower every day.
Perfect. Joanna, do you live with your parents?
Yes, I live with my parents.
My parents. Okay. Joanna, do you send reports every day?
Yes, I send report every day.
Perfect. Thank you, Joanna. So you will ask your classmates as many questions as possible, and then your classmate is going to ask you. So now ask me, Joanna, at least one question, just as an example.
Okay. Do you play football?
Um, in the past, I played, but now in the present, I don't play soccer because I don't have time.
Okay. Do you send emails to boss?
To my boss, yes, I send emails to my boss.
Okay.
Good.
Do you drink beers?
No, I don't drink beers. I drink probably one when it is New Year's Eve.
Okay. Uh, do you eat pupusas every day?
No, I don't. I don't eat every day, but I usually do it on Sundays. I usually do it on Sundays. Good. Thank you, Joanna. So this is the way that you ask people to get information, all kind of information. In this case, we are talking about routines. She asked me, "Do you drink beers?" This is like a routine. I don't have that routine. If I drink one, probably on New Year's Eve, like Happy New Year. You say Happy New Year and you drink a beer and that's it. But just one. Um, you can also ask about activities at work. As she asked me, do you send emails to your boss? And that is possible too. She also asked me about my routine related to food. Do you eat pupusas every day? And then I said, no, I don't. I think that if you eat pupusas every day, then you will get like sick of that, and that's a way that you do it. Now you're going to work in pairs and you're going to ask your classmates. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. So that means that I'm going to ask Joanna for 5 minutes and then Joanna is going to ask me for about 5 minutes. After those 10 minutes, I'm going to switch you to work with another person. You need to take notes about your classmates. What kind of notes I'm going to take? For example, Joanna, just to give them an example again, do you work on weekends, Joanna?
Yes, I work on weekends.
So In my notes, I'm going to take notes about her, and I have to say, Joanna, or she, works on weekends. Joanna, do you take a shower every day?
Yes, I take a shower every day.
Okay, so I would say Joanna takes a shower every day. Joanna, do you smoke cigarette?
No, sorry. No, I don't smoke cigarette.
So I would say Joanna doesn't smoke cigarette. Yes? So in my notes, I will use the S in the positive sentences that she's giving me that information. If it is negative, I would say doesn't. Joanna doesn't do this, this, and this, and this. Yes? So after those 5 minutes that I'm going to ask Joanna, I will have a lot of information about Joanna. And then Joanna is going to ask me. And Joanna is going to ask me, do you send emails to your boss? And then I will say, yes, I send emails to my boss. So Joanna is going to write, Juan sends emails to his boss. And then she's going to ask me, do you play soccer? And then I will say, no, I don't play soccer because I don't have time. Juan doesn't play soccer. If you want to add the rest of the information, it's okay because he doesn't have enough time. Yes? And like that. After those 10 minutes, I'm going to move you from your partner to another partner. And you have to give that information that you got from your partner to your new partner. Yes? Entonces ustedes van a trabajar en parejas. Tal cual como Joana lo estuvo haciendo conmigo. Así como yo tomé nota sobre lo que Joana me respondió, Joana tomó nota sobre mis respuestas. Entonces, ¿qué pasa en este caso? Les voy a dar 10 minutos, significa que van a tener 5 minutos cada uno para hacerse las preguntas. 5 minutos le pregunto yo a Joana y 5 minutos me pregunta Joana a mí. Entonces, ¿qué pasa después de esos 10 minutos? Porque son 5 y 5. Después de esos 10 minutos, usted no tiene que tocar nada en la pantalla, no se tiene que salir y volver a entrar. No, yo lo voy a mover. Justamente si usted está trabajando, supongamos que Jorge está trabajando con Ricardo. Entonces yo voy a mover a Jorge y lo voy a poner a trabajar con Douglas. ¿Sí? Y a Ricardo le voy a mover a otra persona para que trabaje con él. Y ahora, ¿qué van a hacer? Ya en ese caso, Jorge le va a decir a Douglas la información que obtuvo de Ricardo. Entonces Jorge le va a decir a Douglas, oh, I'm going to tell you about Ricardo. Ricardo works from Monday to Friday. Ricardo takes a shower at 5 a.m. every day. Ricardo goes to work at 7 a.m. On weekends. And Ricardo doesn't drink coffee. Ricardo never goes to church. So whatever you have to give about Ricardo, any kind of information that you have to tell Douglas about it. Yes? Entonces cualquier información que hayan obtenido de sus compañeros es lo que le van a decir al nuevo compañero. En este caso, Jorge, suponiendo que va a trabajar con Douglas, le va a decir a Douglas lo que obtuvo de Ricardo. Y Douglas le va a decir a Jorge lo que él recolectó o la información que obtuvo de su compañero al que él le preguntó. ¿Sí? Entonces, ¿cuánto tiempo van a tener para dar la información? Para dar la información van a tener nada más 7 minutos. Y me van a decir, ¿por qué 7 minutos? Si para las preguntas fueron 10. Porque cuesta más hacer pregunta porque usted va a hacer pregunta, esos segundos de pregunta más los segundos de respuesta. Y cuando da la información, usted nada más da información, no hay tiempo para pregunta, solamente tiempo de información. Entonces el tiempo va a ser menos. Después de esos 7 minutos, cuando ustedes ya finalicen, yo los voy a traer a la sesión principal. y voy a escuchar a algunos de ustedes dándome información sobre las personas con las que trabajaron. Cuando terminemos eso, vamos a pasar a la tercera parte y ahí es cuando vamos a terminar la clase, que ustedes van a trabajar con otra persona y a esa persona usted le va a preguntar sobre un miembro de la familia de esa persona. Ok, ¿sobre quién quieres que te pregunte? Ok, pregúntame sobre mi hermana. Ok, does your sister work? Yes, she works. Does your sister study? No, she doesn't study. Does your sister play video games? Yeah, she plays video games sometimes, sometimes on weekends. Does your sister play chess? No, she doesn't play chess. Does your sister drive a car? Yeah, she usually drives a car to work. Yes. Entonces, eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Ahora empezamos con la primera actividad. So we are going to work in pairs. One of you is gonna work with me. Uno de ustedes va a trabajar conmigo. No sé quién va a ser. Esto es random. Entonces, el que quede solo, yo voy a entrar y voy a trabajar con ustedes. So, 10 minutes. It is 7:05. At 7:15, I will start changing people. So, enter right now and ask your classmates. Hi, Alison.
Hello.
You're gonna work with me.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you first for the first 5 minutes, and then you ask me. So,
Okay.
Alison, do you work on weekends?
Yeah, I have to work Saturday, just Saturday, because Sunday is my day off.
Okay, let me take some notes. I forgot that I had to do it. Saturday is your day off, you said.
Saturday I have to work.
When is your day off?
Sunday
Okay, thank you.
and today. Mhm.
Oh, so you have in let's say like split, like Sunday,
Yeah, I have
Friday.
today and Sunday. Yeah, are my days off.
Okay. Now, do you visit your friends on Sundays?
Sometimes I visit my cousin and my boyfriend.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you go to the movies?
Mm, yeah, but you try to say if I go to the cinema or on my house.
No, to the movies means to the movie theater.
Ah,
Go to
okay.
the movies?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. And do you watch horror movies?
Mm, I like to see movies about comedy, for instance.
Good.
Um, yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
No, no. I I don't play some instruments.
Okay, I don't play any instruments.
I don't play
No, I don't play.
some instrument.
I don't play
I
any
don't I don't play
any instruments.
any
Some
instruments.
is some
Okay.
is for positive sentences.
Okay.
Any is for negative in questions. Um, do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I like to drink coffee.
Um, Do you drink milk?
Yeah, I like to drink milk.
Okay. Do you cook your breakfast?
Sometimes, but the most of the, I can say most of the time.
Yes.
Okay, most of the time my mom helped me to prepare the breakfast when I go to the work.
Okay. Do you take a bus to work?
Yeah, I take my bus. I take two buses.
Two buses.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And do you have lunch at work?
Mm, yeah, I have lunch. When I work, I have 1 hour to to do my things. Yeah.
Good. Okay, now you can ask me.
Okay. Do you do you work?
Yes, I work every day. Well, not every day,
Okay.
including Sundays, but from Monday to Friday I do. And on Saturday I spend all day long to check exams and send reports and things like that.
Okay. And do
Take notes.
you
Remember to take notes because you have to tell your classmates.
yeah.
Okay.
And but uh you what kind of, and even, how do you say, aparte,
Besides,
besides?
mhm,
Okay, besides, you give classes
mhm.
or you teach? Do you have another work?
I have two jobs. I teach English and I teach French. So
uh,
uh, I always teach, but just languages.
okay. um just I have to do the question using the auxiliary do, or I can question another thing?
Right now, because it is
Okay.
just to see the routines, you have to use do.
Okay. Do you do you prepare your things before to go to the work?
Yes, I do. I always prepare all the things. Well, I'm working from home, so always before class, I need to check if I have the book already open. The videos need to be downloaded, and the attendance has to be open. So I check everything before class.
Okay. Do you take a shower?
Yeah, I take a shower every day at about 5:15, 5:15 a.m., 5:20.
Okay.
Well, on
Do
Saturday and
you
Sunday in a different time, probably 8 a.m. But from Monday to
okay.
Friday, yes, between 5:15, 5:20.
Okay. Do you have some hobby?
Yeah, my favorite hobby is watching films, and just for the coronavirus, I'm not doing something that I like, that is like traveling. I like traveling, but I can do it right now. So that I can say that watching movies is like my hobby right now.
What kind of drink do you like?
I prefer orange juice, especially in the morning.
Orange. Okay. And what or do you see some favorite documents when you watch films, or not? Not specific.
Favorite documents?
Documents, yeah, como documentales. No,
Documentals.
documentables.
Documentals. Not really. Not really.
No.
I prefer to watch
Okay,
things that make me laugh, so I prefer comedy movies.
comedy movies. Okay. Do you like to visit some uh family?
Yeah, I usually visit my mom on weekends
Okay. So do you live uh lonely?
alone.
Uh-huh.
No, no, I don't. I live with my wife.
Okay. Do you have kids?
Yes. Oh well, my kid too. I live with my wife and my kid. My kid is only 6 months, so we live together.
Okay. And do you like to play with your kids?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's really nice. It's a good experience.
Okay. Do you have some game, prefer game?
Do you have any favorite game, but to play with him
Yeah,
or to play by myself?
both. Both. If you have some favorite uh video games, or maybe if you play with your kids.
I play with my baby. Well, since he is only 6 months, he has a rotating
Ah,
ball.
okay.
He has a
It's
rotating
a
ball,
baby.
and that is what we like to play with that rotating ball because I just press a button and then the ball starts rotating, moving around, making sounds. So the kid is like this, he's trying to get the ball and like that. So that's what he likes to do. And about me,
Okay.
well, I don't play video games so often, but I could say that FIFA is one of my favorite video games to play. Good.
Okay. Do you like that? Okay.
It is 7:16, so I'm going to switch people. You're going
Teacher,
to.
just
Yes?
solo que quería preguntarle porque fíjese de que desde ayer yo no puedo ingresar a la plataforma de Schoology,
¿Qué?
pero es porque con la contraseña tengo problemas y estoy tratando de restablecerla y me mando el email, pero no me cae el email. Y entonces
Vale.
estaba tratando de crear otro usuario, pero no puedo.
Vea si le aparecen spam o correos no deseados. La mayoría de veces ahí le cae la contraseña. Y no sé si usted está entrando de otro dispositivo, porque la mayoría de veces la deja acceder nada más del dispositivo en el que abrió la cuenta. Entonces,
Vaya.
verifique eso. Si lo abrió desde el teléfono, ingrese desde el teléfono. Si lo hizo
Ok,
desde la computadora. Y otras veces es porque la sesión está abierta en un dispositivo, entonces no puede ingresar desde otro. Entonces lo mejor es cerrarla de un dispositivo, cerrar sesión para que pueda abrirla en otro. ¿Sí? Si
ok,
no, me avisa.
ok. Thank you.
Good. So you're going to work with Azalia.
Ok.
Hey Ricardo,
Hello, teacher.
who do you work with?
With Grecia.
Grecia.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about her.
Okay. And she goes to cinema and she lives with her parents. She likes listening to music. She watches series. She goes out with her friends on Friday. She doesn't drink beer. She doesn't speak French. She doesn't drive a car. She works for her home.
Repeat the last
That's
one.
it. She works for her home.
She works far from her
And
home.
from her, from okay.
Good. All right, so I'm gonna tell you about Allison. So I worked with Allison, and she told me that she works on Sundays.
On Sunday.
She sometimes visits her relatives, like cousins, she said, and like that. She sometimes goes to the movies, and when she goes to the movies, she watches comedy movies. And she doesn't play any instruments like guitars, the piano, and things like that. She doesn't do it. She likes to drink coffee, and she also likes to drink milk, and she sometimes cooks her breakfast, but her mother helps her, and she takes two buses to go to work. And she said that she has an hour to have lunch at work. So she usually has an hour for lunch. So that's the information she gave me about her. Yes?
Okay, teacher.
Good. So we are going to wait for about 30 seconds because we did it fast. And then we're going to go back to main session because I guess the other students are still giving
Yes,
information.
okay.
Okay. Where do you work, Ricardo?
Well,
Where?
en inversiones digitales.
Inversiones digitales.
Yes.
So you have a coworker here.
Yes, Rigoberto.
And he didn't join us today, or yes?
Yes. He
Rigoberto, let me see.
sleep.
Oh, he fell asleep. And he's still sleeping.
Yes, maybe.
Text him.
I sent a message, but he
He didn't
doesn't
answer.
see. Yes.
He needs to set an alarm. He needs to set an
Yes.
alarm. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back to main session now. Okay, guys. Now let's get information about people you worked with. Let's start with Sachil. Tell us about your classmates.
Okay, I'm asked Douglas, and he likes Italian food. He speaks other language, and he loves his car, and he likes go to the beach every weekend, and he can swim, and he doesn't travel this weekend. That's it.
Good, thank you, Sachil. Now, in that case, and this is something that I wanted to mention, and this is very, very important, and thank you because you said it. When you have two verbs, like in the case of like, you will say, for example, he likes to play soccer, just to give you an example. He likes to play soccer. So in this case, the S is only in the first verb. He likes. And then in the second one, you use to. He likes to play soccer or he likes playing soccer. So the most common one, to play. He likes to play soccer. Yes? And let's see another person. Monica, tell us about your classmate.
Okay, I work with Alfonso.
Who do you work with?
1 minute.
What did she say?
Un minuto, dijo.
Monica?
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, yes, I work with Alfonso. He sends emails all time to work. He doesn't write reports. He plays video games sometimes. He doesn't take breakfast in the morning. He watches TV in the afternoon sometimes. And he cooks in the midday and night.
Good. Thank you, Monica. Catalina, tell us about your classmate.
I work with Joanna. She doesn't drive a car. She doesn't drink coffee in the afternoon. She doesn't run in the weekends. She doesn't live in La Union. She plays video games. She watches TV series. And she eats jocotes.
She eats jocotes. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Let's see another person. Carla.
Mm, Carlos. Mm, he doesn't ride a car. No, quiero ver. No.
Hold on,
Perdón,
Carlos.
he doesn't ride car.
Who is
Hola.
Carlos?
Perdón, no.
Oscar.
Sí, ay, perdón, Carlos le. Oscar.
I was like, where is Carlos? Who's Carlos?
Es que ayer estaba hablando de un compañero y se llama Carlos. Lo siento, Oscar. He doesn't drive a car. No sé. He checks email every day. He listens to music sometimes. He doesn't clean your house. He works every weekend.
Okay. Your house? No, because it is his house.
Su casa. Ah, no. Ah, perdón. Ay, sorry. Es que
La casa de él.
sí, tomé como la pregunta, la misma palabra. Sorry.
Okay. Porque se dice your house.
Sería,
Tu casa.
he doesn't clean his house. Así.
Good, Carla, good. Let's see next one. Ana Elida.
I work with Edgar. He married. He doesn't cook anything. He has 12 siblings, 7 brothers, and 5 sisters.
12 siblings. That was a big family when you were a kid.
And he doesn't work in his house. He has 4 pets, 3 dogs, and 1 cat. He speaks basic Italian, and he doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't sing, and he swim, and he don't like pizza.
He doesn't like pizza.
He doesn't.
How is that possible? You speak Italian and you don't like pizza? How's that possible?
No, it's a problem in my stomach.
Good, good, good,
Just
good.
that.
And he has, Elida, he has. Good. Let's see, last one. Last one would be Jorge Carranza.
Okay, I'm going to talk about with Kenya. Kenya takes a shower every day. Kenya works. Kenya doesn't think. Kenya doesn't like to visit the beach. Kenya doesn't like drink a beer. Kenya doesn't practice sport. And Kenya checks your social media every day.
Okay, good. Thank you, Jorge. So this is the way that you give information about another person. Yes. Now we are going to ask about another person. How are we going to do it? We are going to work in groups of three. In groups of three, you're going to choose uh, one of the other person's friends, relatives, or co-workers as you prefer. For example, let's say, let me see, I'm working with Kenya and Edgar. Yes, I'm working with Kenya and Edgar. So I need or I want that they ask me about one of my friends, about one of my family members, or about one of my coworkers. So let's say that I want that they ask me about my best friend. So ask me about my best friend. And I'm going to give information about her first. My best friend's name is, well, her nickname is Majo. So ask me about Majo. One question, Edgar, and another one, Kenya. And like that for about 5 minutes each one.
Oh, how, how old is how old is she?
She is in her 30s. She's in her 30s.
Sorry, I can hear you.
She's in her 30s.
30s.
In her 30s means that she is probably 31 or 32. She's
Yeah. I know. It's a
okay.
woman.
Yes, that's why I say like that. They never like to reveal that
Yeah,
the age.
yeah. That's an
Yeah.
error.
Where is from Majo?
Where is Majo from?
Okay, where is Majo from?
She's from San Salvador. Edgar?
Are she married?
Is she? Is she married?
Yeah.
Yes, she's married. She's married. Can you? Can you?
Majo has children?
Does Majo,
Okay,
does
does Majo children?
does Majo have any,
Does Majo have children?
does Majo have any children? Yes, Majo has one child. It is a boy and he is 2 years old. Edgar?
Does she live with his husband?
Yeah, she lives with her husband. Her
Her
husband.
husband. Okay.
Can you?
Does Majo Is tall?
Is Majo tall?
Is Majo tall?
No, she isn't. She is medium height. She's medium height, like 160. Edgar?
Uh, does he work with you in Speak?
Does she work?
Does
No,
she work?
no, she doesn't. She works at Liceo Francés.
Oh, so good.
Kenya?
She can speak other language?
Can she speak another language? Yeah, she can. She can speak Portuguese, French, and English. Edgar?
Is she a pretty woman?
Yeah, she's pretty. All women are pretty.
So it's only relations. So
Good. Kenya?
Is she a good person?
Yeah, she's a really, 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 really good person. For real. Edgar?
how many years uh, you know you know her?
I met her in 2009. So that means that it's like 12 years ago.
12 years ago. So many years.
Yes. Kenya? It's a last question for Kenya.
Yes, I thinking.
Maybe about her likes, about her hobbies, I don't know, her routines, especially. No?
Maybe does she like to exercise?
Does she like to exercise? She likes to exercise, but she doesn't have enough time, like me. Good. So thank you, Edgar. Thank you, Kenya. So as you can see, they asked me about my best friend for about 5 minutes. Edgar, Kenya, Edgar, Kenya, Edgar, Kenya. When I finish my 5 minutes, we go with Edgar. And Kenya and I are going to ask Edgar. Edgar, maybe about his wife, his mother, his sister, his brother, his best friend, his neighbor. He's going to tell you, ask me about my... Él les tiene que decir, pregúntenme sobre mi... Pregunten sobre mi hermana. Ok, entonces le vamos a preguntar sobre la hermana. Does your sister, o nos dice el nombre de la hermana, se llama Sofía. Does Sofía play soccer? No, she doesn't play soccer. Okay, and like that. Yes? Now, something important. Si se fijaron en algunos casos, en las preguntas de Kenia y Edgar, dudaron si tenían que ocupar el does o si tenían que ocupar el is. Ahora, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre ocupar el does y ocupar el is? Es súper sencillo. Cuando ustedes están preguntando sobre rutinas, sobre acciones, allí van a ocupar does. En acciones. ¿Cuáles son las acciones? Cuando ustedes tienen un verbo. Por ejemplo, play, go, read, study, speak, travel, drive, cook. Allí obtienen un verbo. Todos esos son acciones, verbos. Entonces ahí es donde van a ocupar el do y el does. ¿Qué pasa en el caso de is? Es el verbo to be. Entonces ese lo ocupan nada más cuando ustedes quieren hacer una descripción o una ubicación. Por ejemplo, me querían preguntar, ¿está ella casada? No hay ninguna acción en esa pregunta, ¿verdad? No hay ningún verbo de acción. Solo me está preguntando si está casada. Entonces, estar. Is she married? Si me quiere preguntar si ella es alta, no hay ninguna acción tampoco. Entonces, is she tall? Si me quiere preguntar que si ella es una buena persona, no hay una acción tampoco. Entonces, is she a good person? Entonces, eso es como aplica. Ahora, si usted me quiere preguntar si ella baila, ¿hay alguna acción? Sí, bailar. Entonces, does. Yes. Entonces, eso es como diferencia si van a ocupar el does o no. Cuando tienen un verbo, una acción, ocupan el does porque están describiendo rutinas. Yes. O el do cuando tienen a la persona enfrente. Do you, do you, do you. Yes. So, now you're going to work in groups of 3. One group is going to work with me. Yes, one group is going to work with me. So, we'll have 3 people. And you are 17, so 6. Okay, so enter and work with your classmates and ask those questions. Enter, guys. Hi, Azalia. Hi, Katrina.
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to start. You can ask me about my sister. Ask me about my sister.
Um, is
Well, her name is Elcita. It is like that, Elcita, but with Y. That's her name.
really um Elcita is your twin sister?
Is Elcita, because it is a question, is
Is
Elcita your
Elcita.
twin sister? Yeah, she's my twin sister. She's my twin sister.
Okay.
Good. Catalina?
Does Elcita live with you?
No, she doesn't. She lives with my mother. Azalia?
Is Elcita older than you?
No, she isn't. We are the same age. We are the same
But
age.
the difference
For 1 minute. She's
oh
older than me for 1 minute.
okay.
Good. Katarina?
Is Elcita uh, tall?
Yeah, she is. She's tall. She is 1 meter 70. 1 meter 70. But I'm taller than her. I'm 1 meter 80 and she's 1 meter 70.
Mhm. Um, is she work?
You have a verb.
Um,
You cannot say is.
does she work?
Does she work? Yeah, she works. She works in human resources department.
Okay.
Good. Catalina?
Uh, does Elcita drive a car?
Yeah, she drives a car. Salia?
Does Elcita practice some exercise?
Mm, Well,
Or
that question has to be, does she um, practice any sports, or does she do any kind of exercise?
that she practice any sport?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't practice any sports.
Okay.
Catalina?
That Elcita have has
Have, because it is a question. In, in,
have
in the answer, yes, but in the question, have.
have a pet.
No, she doesn't have a pet. Her pet died. Her pet died. Uh, Azalia?
Elcita have
Does.
any has
Does.
any does
Does Elcita
does Elcita
have?
uh, have any children?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't have any children. Catalina?
That Elcita drink drink. That Elcita listen to pop music.
Yeah, she listens to pop music. Azalia?
Does Elcita like the chocolate?
Yeah, she loves chocolate.
Okay.
Catalina?
Um, is Elcita, ¿cómo se dice vegetariano?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
No, no, she isn't. No, she isn't. She loves meat. Good. Azalia?
Does Elcita
Azalia and Catalina, this is the last one for me. Then we go with another person.
okay? Does Elcita go to the beach?
Yeah, she goes to the beach very often.
Okay.
Catalina, the last one.
Does Elcita
Mhm.
go to the park?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't go to the park. Good. Okay, now we are going to ask Catalina, Salia, and me. So, Salia, you can start.
Tell me about.
No, we are going to ask you, Catalina.
Huh?
We are going to ask you, so you have to say, ask me about. No, tell me. Tell me, díganme. Ask me,
Ask
pregúntame.
ask
About.
me about my best friend.
What's your best friend's name?
Her name is Andrea.
Okay, so Azalia, let's ask her about Andrea.
Is uh, is Andrea older than you?
Not, not she, no, she does, no, no,
Solamente guíese por lo que con lo que le inician la pregunta. Repeat it, Azalia.
Is Andrea older than you?
no, not she, no, she older. Mm. ¿Cómo es la respuesta?
Is Andrea older than you?
No, he don't.
No, she isn't.
No, she isn't. Ajá.
Allí en ese caso se tiene que guiar porque ella le empezó a preguntar con is. ¿Es Andrea? No, she isn't. Si ella le pregunta con does, usted dice no, she doesn't. No, she isn't. Catalina, does Andrea live in San Salvador?
Yes, she does live in Antigua Cuscatlán, but one part pertenece.
Belongs to San Salvador. Good. Sally?
Does Andrea work?
Yes, she does. She works at Tigo. Y si me hacen más preguntas con is,
I
porque
know
me cuesta más.
Andrea. What's her last name?
Álvarez.
I guess I know her. Andrea.
Álvarez, Andrea Guadalupe Álvarez.
What does she look like?
She is no sé cómo describirla.
Is she tall?
No. He's not. No, she's not tall.
Is she thin? Is she thin?
Actually, is pregnant.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Actually, she's pregnant.
What color is her hair?
Brown with yellow.
Blonde.
Blonde.
I think I know Andrea. I think I know Andrea.
She has one brother.
Okay.
¿Cómo era para el nombre del hermano?
His name?
His name is Juanjo.
Okay. Good. Just let me check if we are talking about the same person.
¿Cómo digo se casó?
She got married?
She got married in December.
So no. I think that she is married since 2 years ago. So it's another person. That was a good information because she is married since 2019. Okay, so it was another person. Good. Salia, ask her.
Does Andrea like to cook?
Yes. Yes, he does. Like food.
She likes.
She likes food.
To cook, she said.
Repeat.
She likes to cook.
Yes, she likes cook.
To cook.
To cook.
Okay. Does
She
Andrea,
she cooks. She loves cooks cookies.
she loves
To
to
cook,
make cookies?
make cookies.
She loves to make cookies or to bake cookies. Good. Does Andrea speak another language?
Yes, she speaks uh, English.
And what's her level of English? Basic, intermediate, or advanced?
Advanced.
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 Okay, good. Asania?
Does Andrea like to eat pizza?
Yes, she loves pepperoni pizza.
Good. Okay, now let's ask Asalia.
Um, Ask me about my twin sister. Her name is Beatriz.
Okay, I will start. Does Beatriz live with you?
No, she lives in Germany.
Good. Catalina?
Does Beatrice visit your 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 ¿qué?
Your family?
Your family?
No, because she have 1 year uh, to living in Germany.
Is she legal?
Yes, she had a visa for a student.
Oh, interesting. Does your sister speak German?
A little bit because she's studying Germany.
But she speaks English.
And intermediate
That can help her.
level.
Yeah, but that's good because she can probably say something in English and they can communicate. There are some
Yes,
words, there are some words that are similar in German and
in Germany. Yes.
good. Katarina, the last one.
Is Beatrice married? Married?
Mary,
Yes, she live with a Germany boy,
with a German boy.
German boy.
Okay. Does Beatriz want to return to El Salvador?
And no, because she like the Germany country
She
more than El Salvador.
she likes Germany more than El Salvador.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. So let's go back to main session. All right, guys. Good job. So now you know more about your classmates. For example, I know about Asalia, I know more about Catalina, I know about Asalia's sister, I know about Catalina's best friend. So that's good to know. Yes? Now I'm going to show you the attendance and you say present when you hear your name. So first person, Catalina,
Present. Teacher.
Kenya,
Present.
Xochitl,
Present.
Jorge,
Present.
Grecia,
Present, teacher.
Rebecca,
Present.
Elida,
Presente.
Rigoberto is not here, Alfonso, oh, he's there, Douglas,
Present.
Carla,
Present.
Joanna,
Present.
Gerson, is not here,
Yeah,
Edgar,
that's the present.
Oscar,
Present, teacher.
Ricardo,
Present.
Azalia,
Present.
Allison,
Present.
and Monica.
Present.
Okay, now in Schoology, there is an activity that you have to complete. I will tell you in the WhatsApp group which activity it is exactly, yes, because I know that some of you have to work, yes. So I will tell you in the WhatsApp group
Teacher,
the activity, yes,
can you hear me?
yes, Edgar, Edgar. Well, I will send it to the WhatsApp group, the activity that you have to complete in Schoology, yes. So thank you for being there. I see you on Monday and have a nice weekend. Bye.
See you Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher.